guys, it's Sydney with Treadmill Review Guru. Today we're reviewing the Theragun Pro and the Theragun Mini. The Theragun Pro is the premium in Therabody's lineup of massage guns, and the Theragun Mini is your travel size option. It's also the smallest, most compact massage gun that they have. We're really excited to dive in and learn more about both of these options. So let's get into the full review. Now let's dive into the overall construction in the Theragun Pro. It's close to 3 pounds. It's pretty solid, and that definitely, I think, speaks to its solid build. It has a QX150 commercial brushless motor. That's where you're going to get that professional use, especially in it. It's targeted for serious athletes, those who really want a deep massage, fitness professionals, and just professional and personal use all around. It has a 60-pound stall force. So that is the amount of force when you're using it. That's the amount of force that you can push behind it before the motor stalls out. This is a significant amount of force. We tested this. We don't recommend doing this at home. It may damage the motor over time, especially if you stall it out often. We tested this, and the amount of force needed to actually cause the motor to stop was significantly greater than when you're just using it. So it gives you a big range to really be able to get in and target those muscles. What sets the Theragun apart from others is that the Theragun Pro is that it has a 16mm amplitude. That's the highest amount of amplitude seen in massage guns on the market. That's the depth that it can go in and get into those muscles. It has this triangular handle, which is patented design with Therabody. It lets you grip it multiple ways, so you can reach those hard to reach areas like your back. And also this arm adjusts 4 different ways. It just lets you be able to get into those muscles a little bit easier because it's so adjustable. It also comes with 6 different attachments. So this is the damper. It has a 3 out of 10 impact rating, which is just the impact rating that Therabody gives it for how much it will kind of dig in with that 16mm amplitude. So they have the damper. They also have a standard ball, which is a little bit rounder. It has a 5 out of 10 impact rating. They have the super soft. It only has a 1 out of 10 impact rating. It's really great if you're really sensitive or you have really tender areas. So that one's really nice for kind of starting on the lower end of the spectrum. And then there's the wedge, which has a 5 out of 10 impact rating, and the thumb, which is shaped like a thumb, digs in a little bit more with 7 out of 10 for the impact, and then the cone, which is definitely the most pointiest out of all of them. It has that 10 out of 10 impact rating. So with all of these 6 attachments, you get a lot of variability with how you're able to target your muscles and really get into those more sensitive spots. The screen is just this OLED screen. It'll light up when you turn it on, pressing this button. It shows your battery life, and it also shows how much of how the speed is on the percussive settings. So it has 5 different preset settings for the percussions per minute. That's the amount of times when it's on, it's going to hit your body when you're using it. It starts at the low end is 1750, and then it goes to 1900, 2100, 2200, and 2400. So you have those preset. And then also, what I really like about the Theragun Pro is that it's Bluetooth enabled, and you can connect it to the Therabody app, which is completely free. And it really gives you extra guidance on how and where to use the Theragun, and encourages you to be able to use it regularly. You can also customize the percussive settings, so you can customize the speed from between 1750 and 2400, so you can get into like, say 2231 and get like a very specific speed to maximize the relief that you get with it and to make sure that you get the most amount of comfort when you're using it, which is really important. Also in the app, they have different sessions. So when you sign up, you will get a profile created and they'll ask you kind of what different problem areas you have, ailments you have, and then they'll create a routine for you to do every day. So for me, I have lower back pain, so they gave me one for my lower back to be able to show me where to use it, and it shows you how long when you're in those sessions. So it'll say like, focus on your right side right here, and it shows a little picture of a back, and then it'll say, you know, move it up and down between these areas for say 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Then you switch to the other side and it times it for you. Plus the Therabody app also encourages you to use it for different specific sports and workouts. They have anything from warming up and recovery for sports like hockey, swimming, basketball, even equestrian, which I was really impressed to see. They have specific sessions tailored to those sports. They also have specific sessions tailored towards specific types of workouts like yoga, Pilates, strength training, kickboxing. So I really like all of the technology that is packed into the Theragun Pro that really just makes it a super effective tool for that muscle recovery. This is the smallest and most compact massage gun in Therabody's lineup, and it's designed for portability. You can take it with you if you have your gym bag, you can throw it in there. Has a nice traveling case for that. It weighs 1.43 pounds, so it's really nice and lightweight in your hand, yet it still feels pretty solid. It's actually a little bit heavier than I thought it was going to be, but definitely great for being able to take anywhere. It's also great for beginners. So this isn't really designed for that professional use like the Theragun Pro. That's because it has a smaller motor. It has a QX35 brushless motor, more for that personal use, not that professional use. And it has a 12mm amplitude. So that's the amount that it's going to dig into those muscles. It also has this triangular design, which is patented by Therabody. So it's really easy. You can grip it pretty much anywhere. And I can be able to use this thing all over, especially my lower and middle back, which are kind of my problem areas. And also it's harder for me to reach that. Unfortunately, it does just come with one attachment. You can buy the other one separately, or if you have the Theragun Pro or the Theragun Elite, you can swap out and use different attachments that way. It has that 5 out of 10 impact rating. It's pretty soft, still feels pretty firm and comfortable for me for that overall use. Definitely consult a health provider if you want to use it for any ailments or previous injuries though. And you may also want to prefer other attachments. For me, I've just been able to use this on larger muscles like my quads, glutes, and hamstrings. It has 3 preset settings. So for the percussion speeds, it's 1750 is the lowest, and then 2100 and 2400 are the 3 different speeds that you'll get for the percussion settings on this. And that's kind of all the options that you have. Since it's not Bluetooth enabled, you won't be able to connect to the Therabody app to be able to customize the percussions per minute setting. But I found that both of these settings, plus with that 12mm amplitude, is perfectly sufficient to be able to use after a workout really quick if I have it on the go. It also has a 20-pound stall force. So stall force, you can, use it and get in there and stall out that motor. So just be aware of that. We don't recommend actively trying to stall out the motor, but the 20 pounds does give you, with that 12mm amplitude, does give you enough to really get in to effectively treat those muscles. And it's especially great for those beginners who want to get into massage that way. Therabody offers a pretty nice warranty for both the Theragun Pro and the Theragun Mini. For the Pro, they offer a 2-year limited warranty, and for the Mini, they offer a 1-year limited warranty. The Theragun Pro comes with 2 batteries. They just slip out here. Each battery is said to last 150 minutes each. So as you're using them, if you want to use them, especially for that professional use kind of throughout the day, you can continually use it and get a lot of use out of it. We actually tested the battery life. We ran it continually and kind of passed it around our office so everyone used it, and it lasted for 1 hour and 55 minutes. So it was a little bit shy of that 150-minute mark, but we still get a lot of use out of it. And most likely, if you're using this just on yourself, you're probably going to use it for maybe 10 minutes or so at a time. So that battery life should definitely handle that kind of use as well. So now I'm going to let you listen to the Theragun Pro. It is pretty loud, just something to be aware of. When I've used it, I've kind of Do you have a harder time being able to like hold a conversation with someone while I'm using it, because it's especially loud up close to me when I'm using it like on my upper back? So I'm going to show you the different levels when it's at the highest and lowest settings. This is at that 2,400 percussions per minute, so this is the highest setting. Here's where I'm down to 2,100, 1,900, and here's the lowest at 1,750. So good amount of noise, just something to be aware of. We didn't find it to be excessive, and considering all of the other capabilities that this has, definitely noise is not too much of a factor, at least for us. Also, something to make note of is that when we were running it continually for that hour and 55 minutes before the battery died, it didn't feel very warm. This metal piece did get a little warm to touch, not too hot, and the handle still felt pretty cool. It got warm in a little one spot, but that motor definitely keeps it nice and cool, so you're able to use it continually if needed. It also comes with a nice case, which is nice and portable. So this case, it's nice and it's a hard shell, fits right in. You can fit the attachments in, and it zips up, and it has this handle so you can take it with you. Both the batteries fit in there as well, so you can kind of take it on the go if needed, even though they do have the mini option, which is a little bit more portable, but I really like this case just to kind of keep everything together. So the Theragun Mini comes with this nice case. It's super lightweight, fits right in, and you can just zip it up and take it with you on the go. The Theragun Mini is not recommended for professional use just because it doesn't have the motor or the amplitude to back that up. It has a built-in battery to last 150 minutes. We tested it out, ran it for 2 hours continually where we were using it, and it still had about half a battery left. We were really impressed. So you can get a lot of use out of it and a lot of battery life. So you'll probably be, if you only use it for like 10 minutes every day, you can be charging that like every couple weeks, most likely. The handle felt like a little warm after, say, half hour or so, but it never really got hot. So that motor is really effective at keeping it cool so it doesn't overheat. Now I'm gonna let you listen to the Theragun Mini. It's a little loud like the Theragun Pro, kind of harder to hold a conversation over, maybe listen to TV, it might be a little bit more difficult. So I'm gonna show it on the lowest, the lowest setting, then the medium, then the highest setting. This is the lowest setting, that's 1750. It's that middle setting. And this is the highest setting. It's a good amount of noise, but considering how effective it is and how easy it is to just take with you on the go, noise is definitely not a huge factor, at least for us. Overall, we're really impressed with how effective the Theragun Pro and the Theragun Mini are. A few things to keep in mind with the Theragun Pro is that it's pretty loud and it might be a little bit of overkill for some users. Things that we really like about it is that it comes with 6 additional attachments to really target your muscles and really promote that muscle recovery. And also the arm is adjustable 4 different ways, so you can really get into those hard to reach areas. The handle also accommodates getting into those really hard to reach areas like your back as well. We really like that it's Bluetooth enabled, so it can connect to the Therabody app, which really provides extra guidance for you to be able to use it correctly and encourage that everyday regular use with the Theragun Pro. The Theragun Mini is also pretty loud, and it only comes with 1 attachment. Things that we really like about it though is that it's really easy to hang on to and it's lightweight, which makes it really super portable. It does come with that one attachment, which is effective, and you can also buy additional attachments, or say if you have the Theragun Pro as well, you can swap in different attachments that way. This one isn't Bluetooth enabled, but you can still use the Therabody app as extra guidance with it, and this one is also really great for beginners. I'm Sydney with Treadmill Review Guru. You can click the links below for current pricing, and if you want to learn more about each of these massage guns, you can head to treadmillreviewguru.com. We have a full written review of each of them there. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.